Hello everyone, Venris here.
Dragons roar. The Tiger Warriors pounce.
Bhashiva DLC is Creative Assembly's first attempt at a smaller character pack DLC for Total War Warhammer 3. So we don't have to wait 12 months for something like a Skaven for Warp Holidays. In theory at least. The Tigermen are led by Bhashiva the Desert Tiger, supported by a generic Savai Lord, a Klaus Picker caster hero, and 3 units, Dual Access, Throwing Disc, and Guanado Halbadir Tigerman. When it comes to units, there really isn't much to talk about. It's very clear that these were cut from something original planned as a full-size DLC. Even in the files, you can still find the unused shield, weapons, and animations. At least we can now actually mod teleportation easily, so that's something. The Tigeran come from Ind, so naturally they don't start anywhere near it, but instead in a nearby hellhole called the Moa, stuck between mountains with no way to move quickly and forced to suffer through most of the campaign. Tiger Lord faction is a sub-faction of Grand Cathai, which means you can forget about half of the roster, most buildings, and whatever remains is locked behind multiple faction mechanics. First, there's Tiger Court, a mechanic that requires relics you get from capturing predefined or random settlements. You then spend them on one of the 3 upgrade paths. Each gives faction bonuses and slightly improves your Tigerman units, but only one path will be viable after the grind, so good luck. Second, you have the armies of Shang-Yang, the ultimate Furry locking mechanism in the game. You need to complete Zhao Ming's missions, he can be dead at this point, no one really cares, to get the Iron Favor. By the way, this mission menu is the most frustrating UI I've seen in the video games in a long time. Then you spend your hard-earned Iron Favor to increase army capacity and buy scrap upgrades one by one. But wait! Now you have to manually assign those upgrades to units. You don't get the resources back when unit dies, and the cost keeps increasing. Amazing design. Finally, after doing all of the above, you can unlock units that don't have tails and buildings. At this point, this faction feels closer to the clicker game than an RTS. Before I forget, they are a new industry building replacing the standard cafe ones, and they actually have pretty cool effects. No compass for the cats also. Besides that, we got a new 3 legendary hero Toyota Merciless or something, and a Tech Tree rework whose only purpose seems to be overbuffing the faction, so we have something to complain about on Reddit until the Lord of the End Times DLC drops. Meow and Zao got nothing, as usual. Shame. The DLC is very clean and easy to mod. My rating is Furies out of 10. Worth the price, but if you like cafe only. More than a free DLC, less than a full played one. I'm waiting for the next one. By the way, Monkey King leaked in the files. I was Venris and I'm out. See ya.
The desert tigress leads into the gathering dark.